There's a rabbi, one of the greatest rabbis, and his name was Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel. And he says like this. You ready? He says, "Kol yamai gadalti ben hachachamim." My whole life, I was with the rabbis. Imagine right now, you have someone that his whole life he grew up, let's say, in a place where there's all rabbis. Like, I don't know, what would you say? What would you say? All rabbis 24/7. What would you say? Let's say Mea Sha'arim inside or Bnei Barak inside, where Rav Chaim Kanievsky used to live, like right there on his block. Imagine you lived on Rav Chaim Kanievsky's block. Yeah, and you have the Stipler when he was older. You have the Hazon Ish when he was there. So you grew up, you have Hazon Ish, the Stipler, Rav Chaim Kanievsky, you have all the Gdolim living you. And your whole life, as your little boy, you saw Hazon Ish. A little bit later, you saw the whole life. You know, there's a sefer that I call it a sefer. They wrote it in English. It's called In Their Shadow. In Their Shadow. It's 3-volume sefer. Listen to this. I encourage everybody to buy it. In Their Shadow. Who is it? It was Rav Shlomo Lorenz. And he was a rabbi that his whole life, you see him involved and dealing with all the rabbis, maybe 100 rabbis, literally, and the biggest of the biggest. So the first one is the Hazon Ish, the Brisker Rav Shach. That's the first, it's 3. And then he has another 2 of it, another 20 rabbis, another 20 rabbis, maybe. And the biggest rabbis in the generations, Rav Shlomo Lorenz. What happened is, he had a very big involvement with them. So he would always ask advice from every one of, like Rav Chazoni. And imagine that. You can imagine how it is growing with all these rabbis. So now you have Rabbi Shimon Gamliel, and he's about to tell us, by the way, you should just know, all my life I was among the biggest rabbis. So now he's saying, Velo matzati laguf tov. And I didn't find my body, physically. We're talking about physically. Physical health right now. He didn't say his neshama. He's saying his body, physical body, in his physical health, physical well-being. Lo matzati laguf tov, ela shetika. You hear that? For my body. For health reasons, shetika, quietness. Now, when it comes to Torah mitzvot, we don't have a limit. Continue learning, continue praying, continue asking Hashem, thanking Hashem, your whole life. However, when it comes to mundane things, when it comes to just, they call it in Arabic, heki balash. You know what heki balash means? Heki balash. Sitting there with the bizin and just hacking until the bizin bag finishes. You know? So this is called heki balash. This, in a way, in a sense, where he's telling you, it's in a way you have to understand something. It's not even healthy for the body. You say, well, what's wrong with the body? Talk a little bit. Okay, talk. It's not good for the physical body. And besides that, how many things can go wrong as you just talk? And besides that, you look better. You look better when you're able to just keep your mouth shut. People have a bigger presence when you have your mouth shut and quiet. And really, that's a benefit for you. You know, you have people like you have the chatterbox. They keep on talking and hacking and talking and hacking and talking and hacking and talking and hacking. Limit your words. Focus on your words to Talmud Torah, to Tefillah. And this is a great lesson that we have to understand, you know. At the end of the day, there's a scary thing about Havetz Chaim. I'm not going to say what he said about speaking too much. But there is a Gemara that does speak about talking. And it does say, everything is becheshbon. Everything is, don't think your words, just take it. And therefore, it's a lesson to us in our life. Don't heki too much for your body, for your physical. Remember this.